Previously on Quest Friends Forever.
Balthazar is celebrating his 100th birthday. He's having this very highfalutin high society party at his big mansion. Somewhere in Balthazar's mansion, there is what is called the Artifact Maze. Most of the rooms are protected by some kind of security measure, some kind of trap, some kind of alarm. I know he's got a library somewhere in there filled with tomes and manuals that can make people stronger. The only other room I saw had some kind of sword and a stone situation. It is common knowledge that when Balthazar gets a few glasses of that good old wineberry juice in him, he likes to give tours of this artifact maze. He takes the drink out of your hand and just fucking slams it all the way. Hey, good to meet you. I'm Balthazar. He puts his arms around Jared and Val and kind of like brings it in for a huddle. You want to see some shit? We're going to go on a quick tour of my prize collection.
Val, as theatrical and explosive as possible, kind of reverse swan dives.
We're near the guest bedrooms. We'll put you up in one of there. How's that sound?
And then he thinks that we're in the bedroom.
So you have an alibi. You see that it is the bartender, the Minotaur. He's got this stone that's also glowing and changing colors, kind of like the bottles. Balthazar made this. It's like a key, I guess.
I'm literally just going to pickpocket it. Are we going inside?
Yeah. Val's green glass dome turns orange, and Val takes a step, kind of hops because they're short.
Right.
Kind of hops into the painting.
So, unlike earlier when the painting was touched and was solid, this time you go right through it. It ripples like a liquid Stargate-esque portal, and Val steps through first. And Val, you are in this kind of this is not the same room you came in last time on the tour. It's a little darker, a little danker, but not in the fun way. This is like a storeroom / wine cellar. There are bottles of stuff all over the place. There's some boxes with towels and rags in them. It's the stockroom. It's where where Balthazar sends, quote, the help to get more stuff for him. But also in this room, along the far wall, opposite where you are coming in, is another door.
We all follow Val?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all jump through.
Yeah, as long as Val is, but not trademarked, but not the trademark version, a different one.
No.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Sing it flat. Everyone sing it flat.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
And then not Mario says, let's do it, instead of let's go. Yeah.
All of us, let's together.
Everyone come along now. Woohoo! As long as Val is in proximity.
Yeehaw!
There it is.
I mean, Wahoo is probably trademarked, I'm pretty sure.
No, you're so right.
But
Yeehaw works perfect.
Yeehaw's fair use.
The trademark would be.
But you say it with like the same intonation, like the yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Amazing.
Wow, we got around it.
Yeah.
Fuck copyright.
Eat shit, lawyers.
Just kidding. Eat shit,
please don't sue us.
Nintendo.
So, yes, as long as Val is still in proximity of this painting holding the magic stone, everyone is able to slide on through this Stargate painting. And you're all in this dark, dank stockroom.
We did it. We solved the puzzle.
Is there anything special in here?
There's a lot of weird-looking bottles. Like the Minotaur bartender told you, Balthazar told him to go down there and get some of the good shit. Maybe the stuff that Balthazar didn't have out originally, but now that Balthazar's drunk, he's like, fuck it, bring out the good, the reserve kind of thing. So there's a lot of wineberry juice bottles that are quite old, centuries old, good vintage, There's a few more of those bottles that are like sparkly and crazy colors. There's one that's just legit, just a rainbow inside of it, just like a bottle with a rainbow in it somehow. It's weird.
I'm going to grab that one, and I'm going to put it inside my sheath diary.
Okay. He's going to join the sword in there.
You're going to save it for later.
Yeah.
Okay. This somehow fits, even though it's not supposed to, because I want her to have it.
Thank you.
Because it's smaller than a weapon, so you're able to get it in there.
Thank you for saying gay rights.
Yes, Quest Friends Forever says gay rights.
Is there another door at anywhere in here?
Yeah, at the so now that you're inside, you turn around and notice you did not come through a door. You just came through a flat wall. But ahead of you, on the other side of this cellar door / wine cellar or whatever, there is a simple looking wooden door leading somewhere else.
Okay. I say we don't waste time in this box room. I say we fucking press on. What do we think?
Yeah, sure thing.
I don't think there's anything in here worth keeping. I think this is just genuinely a cellar.
Jared, you're opening the door?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna. Do we need the stone for this door as well, or is this?
This is just a door with a handle.
Perfect. I'm gonna go open the door with the handle, and I'm gonna open it. What do I see?
Jared, roll a d8.
A partridge in a pear. Okay. I got a 3.
Okay, now roll it again, please.
I got a 4.
Okay. So, Jared, you open the door.
Oh no.
You are on.
I'm nervous.
You are on the ground, so you're not like up on any walls or ceilings or anything.
Oh.
You walk the door on the ground, and you are looking at a small but exquisite library with a polished oak bookshelf along each of these 4 walls. The shelves of these bookshelves, I guess is how I want to say that, are filled with books and tomes. Some of them look exquisitely bound. Others have their threading falling apart, like they're quite old and quite well read. Above you, you can see that there is a ceiling about 50 feet up that is covered in elegant chandeliers. And on the floor in front of you, about halfway into the room, there is an artistic and detailed mosaic of the sun rising and the moon setting that runs in a 15-foot horizontal strip across the center of this room. And that's the room you're in.
I'm going to take the moonstone. I'm going to go directly to the side with the moon on it and stand there on the line. Does anything happen?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again. What's a moonstone?
So you said there's a oh no, not moonstone. Wait,
The keystone.
the keystone. Fuck, why did I think it was a moonstone?
That's from Pokemon. That's how
Is
you,
it?
That's how you
God
level up
damn it.
Jigglypuff. Or
Are we in a
Clefairy.
gym right
Is.
now?
You know what? Fucking never mind. Okay.
I
so,
have the rock, don't I?
Val also has the rock key.
Well, fuck me. I'm doing everything incorrectly. God damn it. Okay,
But you're
I'm gonna
so
stand.
charismatic about it.
It was
I
very
know,
very
Jesus.
entertaining.
I'm gonna stand
And
here
so
and do
confident.
nothing.
Okay. On the far wall in front of you, there is another door.
Okay. I want to just start inspecting the books.
Okay.
See if anything stands out in this room of rooms.
Okay. What does that look like?
I'm gonna go to the bookshelf. You said there's 2 bookshelves, right?
There's 4, one on each wall.
And then, okay, then where's the sun and the moon and the line looking?
So that's a mosaic on the floor, like in a horizontal strip across the center of the room. Like you'd have to step on it or over it to get to the other side.
Oh, okay,
It's like a mosaic in the floor, like floor tile.
okay. I'm gonna go to the side with the sun. Is that left?
Sure.
And I'm gonna go to that bookshelf on the left wall and start inspecting.
Okay. Are you just reading them? Are you pulling them off or?
I mean, can I do an inspection and see if any book looks like a key?
You can investigate the
Can I
bookshelf,
roll a
sure.
dice and then you give me
Investigate.
something to solve the puzzle?
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
roll a dice for an answer.
That's how you win this game. You just roll a dice and then Danny tells you how to win.
Got 18. God damn it!
Okay. There's a lot of stuff you don't recognize. Let's say there's some in different languages that you don't speak. There are some that are like historical, again, like historical books, kind of like Nicholas Mage had. You actually recognize a couple of the same books from Nicholas Mage's bookshelf. Different, obviously, physical versions of them, but some of the same editions or whatever. A few like encyclopedias and stuff like that. On this bookshelf, though, with an 18, the prettiest book, or say the most the book that stands out the most, is right in the center. It is this red book called The Tome of Bodily Health, and it's so like well made and it looks brand new, even though this room is clearly not a new room.
You know I'm pulling that sweet baby off the shelf.
So, Jared, as you pull the Tome of Bodily Health off this bookshelf, you and Stephanie and Val and Ellie start flying into the air.
Wait, is it good though?
The gravity. No, you're not
Are
slowly.
you saying we get high?
You are not floating. You are essentially falling upwards all of a sudden with great force. It's as if gravity in this room has just been entirely reversed. A 180 of gravity.
How
so to
high is
speak.
the ceiling?
50 feet with a bunch of chandeliers at the top of it. And as you get closer, in the split second you notice the tips of these chandeliers look a little bit sharp. And everyone make a dexterity saving throw to see how you handle this
Before
crashing
we
into
crash-
these chandeliers.
Before we crash into chandeliers, Val reaches for the zero gravity orb and does whatever one does to activate it.
If you pass your dex save, you can do that. Because right now you're just, out of nowhere, you're just suddenly falling but into the
okay.
sky. So if you pass a
Okay.
dex save, you can do something.
I got a 19.
I also got a 19.
Oh, 17.
Okay.
Aw, I wish we all got 19s. That'd be cute.
I know.
Ellie got a 16.
Sorry.
So, Val, what are you trying to do?
Whatever happens and however it happens with this zero gravity orb that I have in my possession.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do with it? Do I go
It's your fucking item. What do you do with it?
as I'm flying towards the chandeliers upward, I Hadouken it towards the chandeliers?
Do you throw it upwards at the chandeliers?
Is this a thing that Val can use multiple times, or is it like
It's a glass orb.
Oh, well, I have to break it. Yeah. So I just chuck it like a softball. And what it says, when this orb is broken, gravity ceases to exist in a 30-foot sphere for 1 minute. In zero gravity, all creatures' movement speed is halved. At the end of the duration, gravity is restored and anything in the air comes crashing back down to the ground, taking 1d6 falling damage for every 10 feet fallen.
It helps quite a bit, actually.
Okay.
Because instead of
He's
gravity,
trying to kill us.
instead of
No,
gravity
I'm trying
being
to make us like stop, and then suddenly we're floating.
I'm saying the
and not-
DM's trying to kill us. This is going to help us significantly.
So what
Yes.
happened when Jared grabbed the book was essentially the gravity of the room reversed. Okay, so gravity still exists. It is now the opposite, though. So you were falling upward toward these
Yeah.
chandeliers. Now, as Val throws this glass orb at the chandeliers and it shatters, but right before you hit it, now there is zero gravity. So now you are all kind of just like basically astronauts in space, floating there.
Would it be zero, or would it be half of the G-force of us
It is.
flying upward?
What is the name of the orb? Hey, David, what's the name of the orb?
Well, no, but then you did the description wrong.
It's zero gravity.
But
It's like an astronaut in space.
how is it? Oh, I see what you're saying. So the gravity doesn't exist anymore.
Wait, but
we can
is-
only move half of our speed.
So is gravity from a physics perspective the force inertia divided in 2 by 3?
Welcome to This American Life, a podcast where we teach you about gravity. I'm Roman Mars. Is he on that? I don't know.
I don't know.
So instead of falling, imagine you were falling off a
Yeah.
cliff, and then what's pulling you down? What's pulling you down? Gravity. Now gravity
Right.
doesn't exist. So now you're just floating like an astronaut in space. You've seen Armageddon. You know what astronauts are like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
your
don't
fault
wanna
out of
close
everything.
my eyes.
Yeah.
I
So-
don't want to fall.
Can I?
asleep.
I do have a part of my body is made up of a subwoofer. Can I start playing that song? The actual Aerosmith song?
No, because it's also copyrighted, unfortunately. But
'Cause even when I dream again.
Change
That's
the
not
words.
Eric.
That's
That's
how we do
actually
it.
that's me doing that. I'm doing that in character. It's coming out of.
Doesn't he do that too? The sweetest thing would never trigger her.
Where is-
Oh my God,
where
what's
is-
happening?
Where is Liv Tyler during this?
She's watching a TV screen and she's crying. She's putting her hand on the TV screen.
She's in Middle Earth.
Yes, that's what Middle Earth. So
Wait,
gravity.
is that canon?
Oh my
Lest
God.
we forget.
Oh my God. Gravity ceases to exist in the 30-foot sphere you are all in, which means, Val, instead of all of you falling upward into these chandeliers and being hit by whatever is on them, you are now just kind of floating. You are still going in that direction, sure. You are moving
Okay.
toward the chandelier still, but it's now again, like a Willy Wonka situation where you can kind of swim around in the air.
Oh my goodness.
And nobody hits the chandeliers with enough force to take any damage.
Does burping do anything in this room?
It's just a little gross, but otherwise, no.
I'm gonna just formally apologize to the group. Hey everybody, really sorry about that. Didn't know that was gonna happen.
You are holding the
What
book, though,
did you-
Jared.
Oh, I'm holding the book still?
Yeah, you grabbed it.
Oh fuck yeah. I'm gonna open the book and see what's inside that sweet little thing.
Laugh out loud.
As you're floating, still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, do I have a choice?
I mean, you could swim down to the ground.
Well, here's the question though. When gravity restores, what is ground?
What direction are we going in?
I mean, the room didn't flip.
But would the trap of the opposite gravity still be in effect if I still am holding the book?
If you're gonna swim down to the bookshelf that you took the book from,
Oh,
in
I can
our
just put the
cur-
book
in
back.
Our, in our current situation, without the zero gravity orb, whatever, you would be technically going back to the place where then you would then be launched from down to up and then die.
Or we
Whereas-
could just go through the door.
Hey, should we go through the door? Let's go
Sure
through the
thing.
door. I'm gonna
We
just
swim-
start
we swim to the
swimming
door.
down toward the door.
Book in hand.
Yeah, we-
Should I know what group? Let's think about this. Should I put the book back or should we take it?
WWJD. What would Jared do?
Oh, I'm taking it. We're gonna swim through the door and I'm keeping this thing.
Sure thing.
So you all swim down toward this door. This is so you came in through kind of like just a regular looking wooden door that you might have in a regular house. This door is a heavier stone door, and as you swim down and try the little this little groove in it to kind of grab it and pull it, it does not move.
Okay. As that's happening, I'm gonna swim and put the book back, and then I'm gonna say to the group, "Hey, somebody try the door with the book back on the shelf."
I try the door.
Clock's ticking.
Stephanie tries the door, and the door does not budge. And when Stephanie tries the door the second time, you hear a grunt come from this door, like a ugh.
Mr. Door?
The stone of the door kind of moves a little bit and ripples, and a face appears on the door.
It's like the doorknob from Alice in Wonderland.
Similar, yeah, but different enough. And
Mr. Door, let us through your face.
I will not open unless my demands are met, the door
Eric,
says.
Why?
Does Jared take the book back when it doesn't work, though?
Yeah, what is Jared doing? Are you swimming back?
Oh,
with the
I'm
book or
gonna
no book?
yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna steal the book then.
Okay.
If that didn't affect anything, I'm stealing the book.
So you swim back over toward the door with the book in hand, this red book.
Yeah.
And
What
the
is
door
it called? Something about the humors and the blood?
Yeah, Humorous Blood. It is called the Tome of Bodily Health.
The Tome of Bodily Fluids.
Nope, that's a different
Okay.
book. That's on the different shelf, if you know what I mean. Wink.
So it's the blood book.
Yeah. The door says, "My demands are..."
Wow, that
it
that
changed.
voice changed there.
Yes.
Whoa.
There's
Okay.
a voice change in the middle of the.
I'm
Come on,
How
character
many-
work.
How many are you, Mr. Door?
I'm trying
Are we
out...
dealing with a door with multiple personalities?
I'm trying out for rent later, and I want to have
United
different
States
characters.
of Door.
It's a one-man show called Dorothy.
Oh, that would be fun. That would actually be funny. I would watch that.
And the door says, in a different voice now, "My demands,
All right.
as a fan of the musical theater, apparently, I will only open for a song. But this must be a song that has never been heard before."
I don't want to close this door.
I've heard that one.
No, it's different lyrics. That counts. Does that not count?
This door will only open for a song that has never been heard before.
Does this door know Charlie XCX or not?
You know, you have no way of knowing.
Oh my god.
I look at Val and I say, "Do the thing."
Ha!
Let's get this party started.
That song has been heard before.
Okay. Boop, 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 beep, boop. I'm a car and I drive
Beep,
down the
boop.
street.
Beep, boop. Beep boop.
Ellie's like,
Stephanie turns to Ellie and is like, "What's a car?"
Sorry. I'm a,
Ellie doesn't hear you because she starts beatboxing.
I'm a road on a freak. And I come through when I'm sleepy. Cause I want some snacks and for my tum.
Ding.
That's Stephanie's contribution is a ding. Are you saying ding out loud or are you dinging
Yes,
something?
I'm
Okay.
saying ding out loud. He
Um,
didn't say. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't gender a door. The door did not say if it needed to be a good song,
That's
just
true.
a song that they hadn't heard before.
Okay,
That is
well,
true.
that was a good song though. That song's a fucking pop.
the door makes a thinking face for a moment and says, "No one has heard that song before.
You're goddamn right, door.
Though I recommend they wouldn't hear it again."
Oh, fuck off.
Ha! The sassy door says, and the door says, "You may pass."
I step forward and I kick. No, I'm not going to kick the door.
Well, as you move toward the door,
Oh,
the 1 minute of the zero gravity orb wears off.
Oh no.
And I assume you were all close to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Gravity reinstates itself and you fall down to the ground. The good ground, the ground where you want to
Okay.
be.
The
good.
good ground.
The good ground. And you all take a little bit of a tumble, but you're close enough to the ground that no damage is taken. And
Ouch.
you're back on the ground.
We go through the
Shall
door.
we?
Yeah.
Jared, are you opening this door too?
Yeah. Where
Okay.
else am I going to go?
Go ahead and roll a d8 for me, Jared.
Oh, fuck. Wait, what?
Don't wait. He shouldn't do it.
I'm so afraid now. Wait, what is happening with me with this door?
Well, you're opening
I think it's randomly
It's just
generating
choosing what
which
room
we're
we go
going
to.
to.
Oh.
You don't know what I'm doing.
A 6.
Cool. Now roll it again.
3.
Okay. Here's what happens. You open the door out of the library, and you look into the next room. This room has burning torches in iron sconces lining the walls, lighting it brilliantly. It's a very, very well-lit room. Stone floor, stone walls, stone ceiling. There are doors, you notice, high up on the walls and up on the ceiling that you can't quite reach right now. And at the center of this big stone room, there is a squat stone altar, but like black stone, like obsidian. It looks cool as shit. In this altar, there is a sword stuck into it, a la Sword in the Stone. And if you get a little bit closer to this altar, you can see that it is covered in mysterious symbols. I will say Stephanie, with her amazing perception, recognizes them as mostly arcane kind of symbols, though there are a few pairs of symbols that look like wings.
Okay.
And that is all that is in this room.
I am going to do... Can I do, like, a knowledge check or something to see if I know if I can discern the arcane symbols? Is that what that check would be?
That would be, you could do knowledge or arcana.
Oh, fuck yeah. I got an 18.
Ooh, cool. So you recognize these symbols as being from the School of Enchantment, I think. Hang on. The thing I have planned is not listed as a school of magic.
Why don't you just tell us what you have planned, Danny? I mean, we could just like save this whole. We could save like a whole 30 minutes probably.
Just lead us right to that
told
exit.
Us, some breadcrumbs.
I mean, I already said enchantment. So okay, how about this? Some are enchantment and some are conjuration.
Ooh,
it's a
okay.
mix.
What is the ratio of enchantment to
45 to 45, and the remaining 10% are those winged
margin of error.
The winged symbols, just like wings, different varieties of wings.
And that's all that's in this room.
Just this kick-ass obsidian altar, and then doors on the walls, on the ceiling, and then a door on the far end of the room as well.
Okay, I'm going to pull the sword.
You're trying to remove the sword.
I got it, everybody.
From whence it came.
I can do this. And I roll up my sleeves. I've seen this. I've read this book. I've read this scroll.
Yes.
Sure thing.
All right. Give it a strength check to try to rip this sword from this stone.
To try to rip it?
Yeah. Grip it and rip it, baby.
That is 16.
You roll up your sleeves. You crack your knuckles, you get your hands ready, you put them on the handle of the sword, and you pull and you pull and you pull with a 16, and nothing happens.
Well, maybe I didn't see this movie. I mean, read this book, scroll, whatever.
They probably have books and scrolls, either one. It'd be adapted from a script or a scroll.
I guess like I would have had to read that technically outside of the petrichor forest, because then we would have had to use trees for paper unless it was written on like a dead leaf or something.
Yeah, it could be. You could have leaf scrolls or oral traditions.
What do they do for toilet paper?
Exactly.
They make it disappear like Harry Potter.
I was just gonna say that.
Is that the Harry Potter lore? Is there lore that says they make the poop disappear?
Didn't she
I
say
mean,
that?
otherwise, you would be pooping into the toilet that the little girl lives in.
Yes, she did. Like when she was trying to fill out the lore that nobody wanted and nobody cared about, and she was already like hella problematic, she just said that in ye olden days, the wizards and witches would just soil themselves and use magic to make it go away.
You poop your pants. You have to poop your pants first.
Well, it was soiling yourself, but also in general, like a shit on the floor and yeah. It's very stupid.
Yeah, that is canon in the Harry Potter
Amazing.
universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That fixes our whole conundrum with toilets from like 26 episodes ago.
Yeah. It really does.
But the problem is that not everybody
we are not
has
in the
magic.
Harry Potter lore.
Look, not everybody has magic,
That's
Danny.
true.
So what? Just like
You're a wizard, Jared.
Magic people piss themselves.
I'm a what?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's how you could tell, like, can tell them apart. Some are a bit smelly. Some are,
Yeah. So if anyone's a bit smelly in the crotch region.
when we first get into a cave or something and we see 2 guards there.
Investigate their crotches.
If they are clean, if they don't have any soiled messes, we know that they're dangerous
Yeah.
wizards.
Sniff their dungarees and see how dangerous they are. Jesus.
Roll to sniff.
Oh my goodness.
God. Oh, that's a bad roll. The sword doesn't move. God.
I walk up to the sword and I say, "Let me give it a shot."
Okay.
I do.
Roll up your sleeves and give it a go.
I pretend I put my arms out and I flap them up and down, and I'm like, "Row, row," before I do it. And so then,
Laugh out loud.
Excellent.
and then I grab the sword and I pull.
All right. Give me a strength check.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, you don't have any pluses? It's 19?
No, I just
Okay.
just a straight up 19.
You do your animalistic squawk and you grip your hands and you grip it and rip it also, and nothing happens.
Okay.
it took all the energy out of him.
It's a big pull.
He needs to do a long rest.
It's a tough pull.
I stumble backwards, wobbling, and I fall back onto my butt.
Whoa!
And I say, ouch.
It's a-
Whoa! Yeah, and then I land, ka-thunk, and I say, "Oh, that was hard."
Val, do you want to try this?
Sure thing.
Val steps up, does the same unnecessarily, does the same stretch and this, and wings the arms and does the whole, and stretch this out and flops like a bird for some reason.
Sure.
Just kind of the same as everybody else does. And then Val puts one hand on the hilt of the sword. Val puts the other hand on the hilt of the sword. And then Val casts Mage Hand, so a third hand goes onto the
It's
sword.
not going to
hilt.
help, but that's funny.
And then Val kind of turns their chassis to look back at Jared and goes, like, waiting. Like, hello, waiting for you.
Oh,
Oh,
do you need me to help you with the mage hand?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I mean,
Sure thing.
There it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I throw out my mage hand.
Okay, so now there's
As
4
well.
hands
It's not going
on
to
this
help.
thing.
It's not going to help.
It's a good idea, Danny.
Famously, Mage Hand can't do anything more than like 5 pounds, I think.
And
Yeah,
then,
but I mean, if
well,
if he gets like,
If you get within
David-
5, I guess.
if it it's an equation. It's like the balancing the equation.
Oh.
If I can only lift a 5-pound thing with a mage hand, but the thing weighs 30 pounds. If I myself can lift 25 pounds, but not quite 30 pounds, would
I
that
don't know.
not? Is
I
that
don't know
not
if
how
that's
that
gonna-
works?
I you know what? I stopped paying attention to math.
Danny, this is
After a
actually
while.
science.
This is actually science,
um,
sir.
So
Sir,
We know that you're an English boy, but I mean, maybe just like
I
believe
am
science.
an English boy. I am.
there it is.
Roll the dice, David.
Val also
Oh,
to make it look really epic, I'm also going to cast dancing lights around me
okay.
in like a deep blood red light
Ooh,
of glow sticks.
okay. It
So
looks-
it's
it
sort of
looks-
like a blood rave blade situation.
Yeah, it
that's
looks
happening
great.
here.
It's just like the Blood Ray from Blade.
And then I'm also going to, at the same time, this is happening.
This is gonna be so funny when you don't get it.
I'm also going to cast pyrotechnics
Uh-huh.
to make all of the fire on the wall get really fucking epic.
Okay.
Just super just like holy shit, we're having a like the devil himself has just walked in this room
All
and
right.
is now controlling the epicness of this room. It
So it
just
gets
looks really fucking sick.
Very hot and very bright. all of a
Very
sudden.
super sick.
Yeah.
And then just as I'm about to pull, I
Uh-huh.
yell,
Val, Echo Leader 1 to
wait, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
not the right one. That's not the right one.
Val fucked up the performance. I
shit.
love it.
Oh shit, damn it. No, redo. So just as I'm about to pull, Val's chassis kind of dips down about 2 inches.
Uh-huh.
And just as I'm about to do the lift,
Let's drop the bass.
and pull. I'm pulling up.
The camera fucking rotates around you like bullet time
Yeah.
as this happens. As the
It's
sparks
almost
are
as if like
flying
I
off
have a
the wall.
guitar and there's a GoPro on the end of the guitar recording
Kinda.
me as I'm shredding.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right
But
now.
you still have to roll the dice though.
Oh.
After all that.
15.
The worst out of everyone.
But also plus 5 from each mage hand.
That's not
how that works,
5.
right? So it's 25.
It's not
I
a
rolled 25.
it's not an issue of weight. We're not rolling
Okay,
for how
okay.
much it weighs.
Stephanie sees Val's performance
Uh-huh.
and that they're struggling a little bit, and Stephanie goes, come on, everybody. And we all go try to help Val with the sword because I want this to work for Val.
So we do it as a team. We're doing
Okay.
teamwork here.
Okay.
So combine everybody's roll into one single roll. That's how that's working.
Yes,
Okay.
so that's like an 80, Danny. You have to give it to us.
Okay. Here's what we'll do. Everyone comes over to help then.
Yeah.
So
And it's also sort of like a Dragon Ball Z thing where the fire only gets bigger and brighter as everybody else is trying, and it's just going on, and everybody is yelling, ah!
well, I mean, that's up to them if they're yelling. Okay. So Val kind of shakes their hands and goes again. Everyone goes over to help. So everyone roll a d20 again.
That's a crit.
I got 5.
I got a
A
crit.
17.
17. Yeah. So the help from their friends inspires Val, invigorates Val in such a way that
And it doesn't happen.
the the spirits of a strong person. I couldn't think of a specific strong person, but the spirit of a strong person seems to inhabit Val in this moment, and Val, with all their robotic might, pulls the sword from the stone. Hey Val, roll a dex save.
Oh, no, I don't like that. Plus 2, 16.
Okay, so here's what happens. As you remove this sword from the stone, you have a quick moment of glory, like the cover of Star Wars when Luke's like up on the hill shooting the sword up into the sky, whatever, right? And it looks cool as hell. And after only about 1 second, you feel this sword try to pull itself away from you. Like it tries to fly across the room on its own volition.
Oh my
basically.
goodness.
And with a 16, you're able to hang on, but it is tugging. It is as if there's like a magnet against one of the walls. There's not, I'll tell you. But it is like pulling as hard as it can to get out of your hand right now. And it starts to even drag you a little bit, inch by inch, across this room very slowly now. And it's like twisting and freaking out.
Oh dear. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Like a snake you got by the tail or something. Are you going to do anything in this moment while this sword is starting to drag you away and there's like a terrible scrape sound on the floor as your metal feet scrape along the stone floor?
Ouch.
Are you just along for the ride? Are you
Yeah,
doing
I'm just going
anything?
along for the ride. I'm just
Okay.
not going to let go. I'm not going to let that epicness just end by me letting go of the sword.
Okay, then after a second, the sword stops. And as because you were trying to kind of, I assume you were like pulling back on it to try to fight it.
Right.
So it like, you know, when you're like doing tug of war with somebody and they let go and then you fall down like an idiot?
Whoa! Like that.
That happens. The sword just stops moving and you tumble backwards onto the ground with the sword in your hand.
Did I accidentally stab myself or anything like that? By tumbling
No,
with the
no,
sword?
you didn't crit fail your dex
Okay.
save. So you're okay.
So now I have a sword?
So now you're holding a sword
Fuck yeah.
That's all that happens?
for now.
Val slowly
Oh.
gets up, very slowly. It takes a lot of effort now. But then Val slowly gets up and then kind of brushes themselves off and then looks at the sword in their hand and then pulls the sword and looks at it and then
Uh-huh.
looks, kind of turns to the left to the right at the group to
Uh-huh.
see if everybody's watching. Then does the exact same pose where they're holding up the sword straight up in the air like a cover of Star Wars or Tron or anything like that.
Uh-huh. Hey,
Look how
Val,
cool I am.
is your armor class lower than 17?
Uh-oh. 15.
Oh, okay. So as you're in this cool ass Star Wars pose, the sword suddenly and unexpectedly springs back to life and clangs into your metal robot body as hard as it can, dealing 3 points of damage to you.
Ouch.
And then starts once again flailing, and you need to once again make a dex save.
Okay, fuck this sword.
What'd
That
you
was
get?
a crit fail.
Oh no. Okay. So as you kind of react to this little hit you received, the sword once again flies as hard as it can toward the opposite wall, and you sort of hang on a little bit this time, but not enough, and you are pulled into the air and you fall down flat onto your face, Val. And since you crit failed, you're going to take some more damage. You're going to take 2 points of shame damage,
Aw.
and the sword rips itself free from your grip, and the sword is now levitating in the air and turns back to face all of you and is kind of just floating there.
Val's glass dome turns the color red.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell if I'm angry or embarrassed.
I scream, it's a ghost.
as this sword turns to Val, it's focusing on Val. So if anybody wants to do something to this sword right now, you have a shot while it is looking at Val.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and try to kiss it.
Oh, you're gonna make it a little embarrassed. It sounds like Val.
Yeah.
Are you actually gonna do that?
Name of the game.
Should I?
I don't know. It's your
Yeah,
life.
I'm gonna run up
your
and try to
life.
kiss the hilt.
Okay. Yeah, you can. It's distractible. It's looking at Val. So
Okay.
you get a little
How
smooch.
far am I?
You're only about 10 feet away from it, so
Okay, so I run up and I
just get a little smooch.
yeah.
Okay. It's
And
gonna,
then I whisper into it and I say, I forgive you.
amazing. It's going to notice you when it does that and turn around and take a quick little swipe at you, Jared. But it rolled a 10, which I don't think is going to hit you.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so it gives it a little swish, and it does not work. By the way, this is more of like a. It's not like a big heavy broadsword. It's more of like a scimitar, like a quick, like a dexterous kind of sword.
Okay.
More of a swishy poke than a big stabber.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stephanie, it's distracted. Do you want to do anything?
I
Yeah.
was thinking about casting Hold Metal. Or, I'm sorry, Hold Metal. Jesus Christ. Heat Metal.
Could you do hold metal with the Ring of the Grammarian? No, that's too many letters. Ooh.
Well, that's-
3 letters.
Oh, okay. I was Meat Metal? No. What?
You would turn the sword into like a steak or something?
And it goes plop on the ground.
Squish.
Okay. So,
Y'all
help
Cicero
me.
lip shits.
God.
Oh, yeet metal. Ooh, that'd be fun.
Oh, what about beat metal and we all like dance to a song?
To some baby metal.
Let's get this party started.
What do you got, Stephanie?
Hair metal.
Ideas.
That's not how it works.
Hair metal.
Just fucking, you just hear some like Warrant start playing.
Yeah.
She's my cherry pie. I think that's
Yeah,
what
I mean,
it's
we
done.
could just do
Could you
something
imagine
like
if the sword disappears and suddenly actual real life David Lee Roth shows up and he
Yeah.
has to join us on our adventures?
Earth human David Lee
I was
Roth.
gonna say D. Snyder instead.
Ooh.
More like
So
D's
you've
nuts.
got Jared.
More
you've
like
got
D's
Stephanie,
nuts. David,
you've
hang
got
on.
Dee
David,
Snyder,
hang on.
you've got
David,
Val.
David, stop. It's more like D's nuts, right? Haha.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
It's good.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
What if I cast Hear Metal as a communication spell and try to talk to the metal?
Okay.
So we can talk to the sword? we talk-
Okay.
That's cool.
Interesting.
So I will use my Ring of the Grammarian to try to do that. You, as the DM, get to decide all of the things, but that is my intent behind
Including the accent of
doing
the
that.
sword.
Wowzers. Okay. Okay.
That's very good.
So
Is that not what you were expecting?
not what I was expecting, but that's the fun of the game, isn't it? So
I'm sorry. Did I just fuck you up, Danny?
So as this flying sword hits Val, it takes a swing at Jared and misses. Stephanie, you reach out with your hand and you feel the Ring of the Grammarian get a little warm on your finger as you cast Hear Metal. And almost instantly, I would say just you probably, not the rest of the group, but you start hearing a voice coming from this sword. Now, I guess.
Do you hear what I hear?
And the sword says, Let me at him. I'm going to get him. I got you. Come here. Poke. Stab. Kill.
Whoa! Hold on.
what?
Hello.
You see the sword
Hi.
kind of like shake a little bit and then turn towards you and then stop moving and go, wait, how'd you do that? What are you doing? How do I hear you right now?
I cast a spell because it seemed like you were trying to say something to us, or like there's something that you needed.
Not saying stab.
Okay. Well, we're not. We are probably going to see people or things that you can stab if you want to come with us.
Cut the flesh. Swipe.
Yeah, you can come with us, and we will guide you to flesh that you can stab. You just got to listen to us. We'll be like, oh, that's not good. Like, because, I mean, like, a sword of your quality is really, I mean, you want nothing but the finest, right? Why waste your energy and dull your blade on those that are not worthy? I mean, I've met a lot of swords, and I have not met one that I can actually converse with or that has, like, a fighting spirit.
I love fighting. Fight. Stab. Kill the flesh. Tear the flesh. Stab.
kill the flesh.
Yeah, I started singing. I don't know why I started singing there. Okay, Stephanie, roll persuasion on this sword, Stephanie.
There is
this
a hair metal stab.
I heard notation, and I heard it. You can't get away with this.
Oh shit. Okay. I rolled a 19.
Shit.
I have a -2 on persuasion though.
Still, it's fine. That's a good roll. It's gonna work. Okay, so you see the sword. And by the way, Jared and Val and Ellie.
Val is just turned to look at Stephanie confused.
Yeah, y'all don't hear this sword. Only Stephanie's hearing the sword. You just see Stephanie addressing it, and Ellie's
and
looking
responding to it too.
Yeah, and Ellie's looking very confused. And the sword kind of, it doesn't have a face, but it's like twitching back and forth, kind of like point. Like, imagine if it's like its tip was its face. It's kind of like looking back at all of you, and then it looks over at Val and looks back at Stephanie and goes, "Yeah, this one's not flesh. This one's metal. I don't like this one. I don't like it. I want to stop. I gotta find flesh."
Yeah, don't worry. We got you. Here, I'm just going to put you in the bag, and then when we find flesh that's worthy of you, we will be sure to guide you to where you need to be.
Okay, but you have to. No takes his backseats. No takes his backseats.
Absolutely. We will absolutely do that. Don't worry.
Okay. The sword, because of your amazing roll and cool spell, willingly has been added to your inventory. And Stephanie, you are now in possession of the dancing sword.
Were you just talking to a sword?
Yeah, we're cool. I can talk to swords now.
Sick.
I promised it, as long as it didn't stab us, that we would find it worthy things to stab. So that's kind of the whole deal.
I pull out my diary, I open it, and I say, hop on in.
There's only one weapon allowed at a time in the diary.
This one...
It's not a weapon, it's
different.
a character. It's
okay.
This is a person, yeah, actually.
So the sentience allows it to get in there? Sure, we'll break the rules for that.
And
That's how
The
society
rules that I made up.
It probably does flirt with the hilt of everything because it's everything that it probably wants to be. Before we put it in there, I say, do you have like a name or something?
No, I never had to have one. No one's ever given me one.
Stabby McStabberson.
Okay, we'll just call you Stabby. It's fine.
I can tell you my command word. My command word? You want to know my command word?
Yeah, totally.
Stab.
Okay, and then is there like a safe word?
No stab. I get
Banana.
Okay, excellent.
I've never had to
Thank
stop
you.
stabbing. I always stab. Stab forever. Hail and well met, Quest Nation. This is Danny, the Dungeon Master of Quest Friends Forever, saying hello here in the middle, as we always do. Let's get some business out of the way and then get back to other business, which is, of course, the business of podcasting. And here we go. Do you have an Instagram? Sure, we all do. That includes us, Quest Friends Forever. So why don't you follow us on Instagram at Quest Friends Forever so we can be friends forever, perhaps. That is where we do most of our social media business. We'll post photos of new episodes when they come out, and audio clips of little funny moments, and pictures of us when we hang out, and fan art, and all kinds of fun stuff. Go ahead and give us a follow over there to keep up to date on our most recent questing shenanigans. Also, do you like podcasts? Of course you do. What a silly question. You're listening to one right now. We are part of a podcast network called the Nostalgia Network that has other podcasts on it that are waiting for you to check them out. No matter what you like. Is it music? Well, guess what? We've got the Lousy Advice podcast. Is it movies? Well, guess what? We've got the Nostalgia podcast. Is it TV? Well, guess what? We have got the Momos and the Appas. Something for everyone, as long as everyone likes pop culture, I guess, and really who doesn't. So you can find that at www.thenostalgianetwork.com or find those shows anywhere in your podcast listening devices, your podcatcher, whatever it's called. They're all really good. They all star various members of this show, so go ahead and check those out. We think you'll really like them. And speaking of really liking things, if you like what you are hearing right now on this podcast, why not give us a rating and a review? I mean, what else do you really do in these days anyway, right? Those go a long way in helping us become a more successful and more heard podcast. You know the drill by now. So if you have the time and the energy and the goodness in your heart, go ahead and do that wherever you feel most comfortable doing it, and we would just be so grateful, and it would mean so much to us to keep doing this show for your enjoyment.
And that's all, I think. A nice quick one today. Let's get back to the action, and then we'll have a new episode again for you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
We walk to the next door.
Okay.
And try to open it.
You try to pull it, and nothing happens. Who's touching the door?
Moi.
Okay. So,
Mwah.
Stephanie, you go to pull the handle of this door, and it doesn't move. But as you touch it, there's almost like an electric shock. Not an actual electric shock, but you feel like a jolt run through your hand and up into your brain. And all of a sudden, there is a word just in your brain. You cannot think of anything except for this word.
Wiener.
Did you say wiener?
Wiener.
It's literally all you can think of. But for Jessica, the player, I will tell you that I am chatting you the word right now in Zoom here. All you can hear and think about in your brain is this word. It's like throbbing
Password?
over and over in your brain. But if you try to say it out loud, you are physically unable to. You can't not think of this word, but you are not physically capable of saying it out loud. And that is the feeling that washes over you as you touch the handle of this door.
Okay. Everybody, I don't know what's happening, but right now there's something that I can't. There's, when something's on the tip of your tongue and like you can't think of it, like, but like, I don't know. That's it. And I turned to Ellie and I'm like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
What's it called when you have so much of everything? Like, and I'm like, fuck,
White privilege.
Why can't I say this word?
Oh,
Why
is that
can't you know what? That is very similar. Like it is like adjacent, kind of in certain context. Okay, but like, okay, when you have so much of everything, of all of the things, what is that? When you just like you want for nothing, and come on, work with me, Val.
Well,
I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that is correct. No.
Val
So, like,
suddenly gets very excited. Like you can tell, like the chassis kind of bounces up a little bit, and then Val raises her hand.
yes.
yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
No. Okay. Okay, Jared. When you have lots of money, lots of things, lots of stuff, and like what is that called when you have a lot of things? Yes. Okay. God.
Okay.
Oh, well.
So Jared says wealth out loud, and Stephanie, you feel this kind of this like little buzzing in your brain fade away. It is gone.
Oh my God.
But Jared, as you say it, and like, oh yeah, we did it. Cool. Suddenly in your head, you feel a bit of a tingle, some tingles and jingles kind of bouncing around in the old dome there. And suddenly you are kind of overtaken by this feeling that you can't shake this one specific word. There's a word in your head that is just
I love this game.
bouncing
Great.
all over the place.
Fuck me up.
And you find that if you try to say it, your mouth just physically won't produce the word or the sound of this word. And I have just sent it to you in the Zoom chat.
The color of this pen that I hold in my hand is
Yeah, you can't even. You're just like it's not a B sound, but
it's
royal
like-
blue.
Okay, it's like me. It's like how I look.
Gay.
No, but close.
Wait. Okay. Now is that happening to you now? Like, do you?
Yeah, it's happening to me now.
Okay,
So there's
okay,
something I
okay.
can't say, and now
Val
it's
is
like right on the tip
tipped
of my
backwards
tongue.
to look up, but there's like shifting back and forth between the two of them because Val has no idea what the fuck is happening right now and just kind of
It's
looking,
like-
look.
It's like I'm thinking it's like a masculine word. It's like suave. It's like demure. It's like
Handsome.
yeah.
Is that it?
Yes.
Oh.
So,
okay. Wow.
oh, sorry, I peeked.
Oh my God, Danny, these are so easy. These are for babies.
Um,
like, wow.
Yeah,
You
Danny,
wanted to-
your
you wanted
game's
to
for
challenge
babies.
us?
Yeah, I don't want you to be in this dungeon for an hour, so maybe just deal with it. Or this room, I should say, for an hour. This dungeon will take quite longer. But okay, so yes, yes, handsome is the word. Jared, you feel a wave of relief wash over you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. This is very.
Do you need a cigarette?
That's the wave of relief.
Yeah, I see that.
For some people, yeah.
No, you hear that.
Oh,
This is the podcast.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Stephanie, you used to feel proud of yourself for guessing. Everyone's like, "Oh, okay, cool, we did it." And as you were kind of like, maybe you guys high five because you're just so on the level. You fucking got each other's words. Hell yeah! And
it's the first time we've ever high fived. So it's
yeah,
like
the inaugural high
moment.
five in episode 31. And you kind of turn and you notice that Ellie is standing there, and she kind of has her hand on her head, and she's kind of squinting and like rubbing her temple, and she's like, "Ow, is this what's happening to you?"
Yes.
Oh gosh, it's
I turn to Val and I say, there's a word that was put in our brains that we could not say, but I could not think of anything else until they said the word.
It's when you
we're
have
trying
like
to guess the word.
it's like when you have like
Val's hand goes up.
oh gosh, yeah.
Hello.
No, not that one.
Okay.
Boy, wouldn't that be lucky if that was it? No, it's like when you have a lot of people and they're all they're coming. It's where we are. We're at one of these. It's you have like a bunch of your friends and like they're all celebrating and there's like presents and cake and games and it's a lot
Like
of
a
fun.
festival?
Sort of smaller though. She starts like waving her hand.
Val
at
gets really excited, and then Val kind of turns to look at Jared, then back to Stephanie, then back to Ellie, then back to Stephanie, back to Jared, and then kind of like just waiting. Like, really? This is my moment? Really?
Let's get this party started.
Excellent. Yes, and then you see Ellie kind of like do a big exhale, like Jared did. But
No,
less,
not like Jared did.
but
no.
but less weird.
Okay.
Yeah, mine
And-
was all cummed.
Yeah, it was very wowzers. Wowzers.
We don't want that.
She kind of takes like a big breath of like relief, like, oh, okay. And then doing a little bit of mental math in her head, she kind of looks at Stephanie and looks at Jared and kind of like touches her shoulders, like, wait, okay, I did one, you did one, and Jared did one. And then all three of you at once turn your heads in a very comedic moment to look right at Val, as Val, inside of your GPU processor teraflop unit, there is a word bouncing around in there all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Uh-oh.
This better
there
not
seems
be
to be some
impossible.
trouble with my memory engram matrix. I'll run a diagnostic protocol. Just a sec.
And David has a chat notification. And I assume that was in character, Jared,
Yeah.
because Ellie realizes the same thing of like, uh-oh, wait, hang on. Uh-oh. I don't know if Val could say it even if they wanted to. Val, is it happening to you?
Well, everyone get ready to die here.
Sure thing.
Val, you are so animated. There is a way that you can charades this out. I believe in you.
So Val's
So
standing
she's-
there, completely non-moving, stoic, arms at the side, and everybody's staring at Val. And Val slowly puts one hand goes up to sort of like there's no chin, obviously it's a glass dome, but the robotic hand goes up to like the thinking pose, like the kind of
There's
thing.
a gentle
That's the only
tink.
thing. That's the only thing in Val that moves at all. It's just the hand that goes up and pauses right to where a chin would be, just thinking, and then just
There's a gentle tink when you hit it.
tink. Yeah.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Stephanie says out loud.
Pondering.
Wondering.
Dreaming.
Val waves their hand to say no. And then Val casts all three cantrips at the same time that I have.
Which are what?
Dancing Lights, Mage Hand, and Vicious Mockery.
Who do you cast Vicious Mockery at?
The wall.
That's an attack.
I know. Just Dancing Lights and Mage Hand.
Okay.
And Mage Hand kind of like a genie out of a lamp, kind of swirls in and out and around all of the dancing glow sticks that are all around Val, to show like, look, see, spectacle. I'm doing something here.
Magic.
There it is.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I had to give Val an easy one because Val can't talk. So I came up with this game and I was like, wait, shit.
See, Val, I got you. I knew that you could do this. I'm so proud of you.
As
Thank you for your assistance. You've been a great help.
as the word magic is joyfully shouted out, you hear a click from the door and it slides open. Or
Oh,
swings
thank
open,
God
I
we're
guess.
saved.
And the door is open to the next room.
Are we rolling for this?
Always. It's this dungeon.
2d8s?
Yeah, you're going to roll it?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
A 1 and a 7. Or a 7 and a 1, whichever one that you would like.
You said 1 and 7, so I like that. That's fun. So you go through the door here on the ground floor of this Sword in the Stone room, and you walk through. Everything seems fine and normal, and you just walk through. And then when you get in this room, you notice that it is not quite as normal, because you appear to be on the ceiling of this room. You are walking on the ceiling as if it were the ground. So way up above you then, on what you would, into your perspective, would be the roof, but you know it's not the roof because you've been in this room before. Down on the ground, well, up on the ground, I guess, above you, on the ceiling to you, is you see like a lush red carpet that leads from a door on that level to a pedestal, and resting on that pedestal is a pair of sunglasses under a glass case. This is the sunglass room that Balthazar has already shown you.
I swear to God, Danny, if you don't let us do the Upside Down by the 18s choreography in this room, I will scream.
It is your game to do whatever you would like with.
Ugh. Do you know this song?
I don't. Maybe we'll have to
Can
play
we
that
play
8-bit
and
as
not
the
get
ad break.
taken down for copyright?
Is it the upside down, bouncing
I've been
off
on the ceiling,
Yeah.
inside out, addicted to this feeling, got no clue what I should do.
Oh, I know that song. Step
I'd
by
go
step,
crazy if I can't
day
get
by
back.
day,
Yeah.
day by day.
Stop right now.
Yeah.
Thank you very
It
much.
really is. It's arguably the same song. And this was the 18s, who were the ABBA cover band, who scored it big with
Yes.
their cover of Dancing Queen.
Is that why they were called the A-Teens? Because it was the ABBA Teens?
The ABBA teens, yeah.
What?
I had their. It's
I
the
had
record
no
is-
idea.
It's so good. The record is, and they had a couple original singles, Upside Down being one of them. Literally, go listen to the ABBA Generation. Yes, that's what the album was called. Go listen to it. It's really good. It's really good. They're so good. I'm obsessed.
That's incredible.
But the music video is them on a ceiling dancing.
Sure, yeah. Similar, what's the other one from the 90s? Fly by Sugar Ray. He's like breakdancing on the ceiling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that too. Pick your
But
musical style.
less cool, though.
Well,
turns out.
18s are cooler.
To 10-year-old Danny, Sugar Ray was extremely cool, so maybe just relax. So you are back in the sunglasses room, but you are walking on the ceiling. There's also like these heavy red curtains on the wall, we said, but they are not like draping down. Like the gravity in this room is not reversed, to be clear. Like they're not falling down towards you. Everything in this room is normal. You are just on the ceiling.
So we could presumably climb the curtains to grab the sunglasses.
You could.
Or we can just leave.
Or you could just leave.
Does anybody still have a pair of other sunglasses?
Somebody's got a pair left.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay, cool.
What if we swap your sunglasses with the Ray-Bans?
Do it. Let's do
That's
it.
pretty funny. Okay, let's go. We're
I'll
absolutely
cast.
doing
I'll
this.
cast my little mage hand,
Okay.
and I'll Mission Impossible style through the center of the room, directly up, presumably down, holding the
Val.
glasses. Right. I've already taken the glasses from you, right?
Yeah, there's not like it's not under glass, right? It's just on a pedestal.
There is like a Beauty and the Beast ass like glass little
Okay.
case, but it
Val,
can
you
be.
need to also cast. You need to also cast your mage hand and open that thing up for him.
Yeah, it's less than 5
Sure
pounds.
thing.
You do that.
So the two mage hands are dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun.
More like
dun.
mage buds now.
Whoa.
Bud,
Yeah, you
bud
can find
hands.
you can find MIDI that.
Yeah, I
I'm
can do that.
Give him
sure.
a hand.
Hey.
Val's hand pulls open the thing. My hand does a quick Indiana Jones swaparoo.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we put the glass thing back, and then both hands return.
Okay.
Holding the new glasses.
You are holding a new pair of sunglasses. These are no longer Foster Grant originals. These are now Ray originals, and they look a little bit more well made, if we're being honest. Just a little,
Ooh, okay.
just a little sturdier. We'll say.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
It's got like 5 extra XP attached to it.
Yeah. It's a +1 for cool stat.
You know what? You can.
I
you can
mean,
keep
same.
those.
Wait, when Jared and mine's mage hands come back and finish the task, do we have sort of like a secret handshake before we poof away?
You do the predator, the buff arm.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's magic and it's just hands. So yeah.
Stephanie's going to let Jared keep the sunglasses because Stephanie has a feeling that Jared might be into whatever's happening
I mean,
with
it's fashion.
with Mr. Grant, and I want to fuel that tension.
Wait.
Ooh.
Oh, because I think he's hot. That's right.
Take the pen out of your mouth. This is a
And I
podcast.
think if you're
Oh,
wearing
because I think he's hot. That's right.
and if you're wearing the glasses from his nemesis, I think that'll just like make it a little bit extra spicy the next time we
fuck.
see that.
Heighten
Yeah.
the
So-
sexual tension.
Okay.
Amazing.
That's like K-drama reveal tension.
Yeah. So Val, do you want to open this door? This next one?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's have Val have a turn on opening the door. Trying to open the door, I should say.
Okay, I tried the door.
Okay. Val, you reach for this door. It is a heavy-looking wooden door, which is a little bit more rare. The rest of the doors have been kind of stone-based. And there is an iron door knocker at what would be eye level for someone like Jared or Stephanie. For you, it's a little bit high up there. You know, like an old-timey, like Scrooge. I almost said Scrooge McDuck.
You probably had one too.
Mr. Scrooge, big iron door knocker. You go to pull the door, and it is locked. There's just this big knocker.
Val jumps and tries to knock the knocker.
Okay, yeah, you can. You have to like tippy toe it, but you can reach it for sure.
Okay.
So you knock the knocker
Yeah. It's been knocked.
from not behind the door, but from the door itself. You hear a deep booming voice say, "Who's there?"
Really? You gonna give me that?
Greetings. I am a variance alpha psionic Altonian Lexotransceiver unit, model number XFCED0001,
Danny makes the same face right in the middle of this every time I do it, and it's really great.
but you can call me Val for short. It's great to meet you.
I like that you paused that to say that and then continued. And Danny thought that you had really stopped, and then when it continued, he made an even better face.
Yeah, it's great.
Greetings. I am an alpha psionic. Help me out.
Are you trying to repeat what I just said?
Yes.
Here, let me play it back for you again.
Greetings.
No, God.
I am a variance alpha psionic
Variance alpha
Altonian
psionic
Lexotransceiver
Altonian
unit,
Lexi
model number
transceiver unit,
XFCED0001.
model number
But you can call me
XFCD3001.
Val for short.
But you can call me
It's
Val
great
for
to
short.
meet
It's
you.
great to meet you. Who?
Greetings. I am a variance alpha psionic Altonian Lexotransceiver unit, model number XFCED001. But you can call me Val for short. It's great to meet you. Hello.
Not funny. And then the door stops talking.
Laugh out loud.
And now there is no response.
Val turns around to kind of look at everybody, and then turns back to face the door, and then jumps up and knocks the knocker again.
God damn it.
You could use Chucklebuck.
Oh.
Who's there?
Beep boop.
Beep boop who?
Beep bip bip boop beep boop.
Not funny. I mean, it's funny, but not funny, the door says. And it won't open.
Val overhears Stephanie say that I could use the Chucklebuck doll
Uh-huh.
to me, and then chaplong, the back compartment and Val's chassis opens up, and then Val
The sound
reaches
effects
back.
of the chassis are always very good.
Chapang! Yeah,
Chapang in that time.
yeah. And then Val grabs the Chucklebuck doll and then jumps up and knocks the knocker. And then as soon as Val lands on the ground, in the ready pose,
You ready in action?
I'm readying the pull string on the back of the doll, with the doll facing as if I'm holding like a bow and arrow. I'm holding the doll point blank at this door.
Who's there?
Please comply with my instructions.
And then let's go of the string.
Okay, so the door says, "Please comply with my instructions, who?" And that is when you pull the string and you hear the amazing, popular, wonderful, perfect voice of Chucklebuck say, "Oh, actually, I have one for this, actually." Okay.
Uh-huh.
Chucklebuck says, "Did you hear about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke? He won the Nobel Prize."
Laugh out loud.
Lol.
The door says, "Not what I was looking for, but still pretty funny. You may pass." And the door, you hear it kind of click and unlock, and you can now push it open, Val.
Thank you for your assistance. You've been a great help.
And then Val puts the doll away and then walks through the door.
Okay, Val, go ahead now and roll your 2d8s.
I got an 8 and a 4.
Okay. Okay, this will be very good. You open the door, and to your surprise, Val, there is just a flat stone wall in front of you. There is no entrance. You are not looking into a room. There is just this wall. But on this wall, there is a small like hole to like put something into. You know how holes are. And there are some letters that begin illuminating on this wall as if it was backlit. Of course it is not. These are magic letters, obviously. But some words appear on this wall, and the words read the following. What disappears as soon as you speak its name?
Shit.
What disappears as soon as you speak its name? Well, I can't say anything.
Of course you can't, but
What disappears as soon as you speak its name?
A thought?
nothing happens as you say a
Idea.
thought out loud. After a moment, it's not idea. After a moment, some more words appear in parentheses, smaller underneath that, and the words say, "Would you like a hint?"
Sure thing.
More words appear under that, also in parentheses, that say, "Put 50 gold in my hole."
Me. big old me. Jesus
I know what I
Christ.
said. Don't worry. I know what I said.
I don't know. Should we tip her?
I have 40 gold.
I have a lot of gold, so
Oh, well, you do it.
Y'all, I mean, we could just throw some things out there before we
First?
throw
Okay.
away 50 gold.
That's true. Okay.
Is it like fear or something like that? Or
Is it fear?
it's not fear. The hole awaits your gold.
Oh my God. Truly.
Um,
Truly.
okay.
what a slutty room this is.
What a joy.
You speak its name.
You see an ellipses light up after the put gold in my hole. It's like it's waiting, like it's thinking.
Fuck it. I'm tipping the girls. Let's go.
Okay. Do you put 50 gold in the hole?
I do. So what is? Hold please. I have to do math.
Okay. Math it out.
344 minus 50 is 294. Okay, Kings. 294.
So Jared, you drop 50 gold pieces into the hole of this door. You don't hear them hit the ground. They just kind of they just disappear into this door.
I know how gold disappears into a hole.
Yeah, okay, great. And below where it demanded money in exchange for a hint, some more words pop up that say, "It exists when you are thinking, but not when you are speaking." And then right below that again, it says, "Another hint available, ...
Thoughts? Intuition, inner voice.
Not that. I mean, that
voice in your head.
kind of works, but that's not the answer.
Oh, silence. It's silence.
The door, before the words were just illuminated, now the whole door illuminates. Now it's like a solid door of light, like some Matrix-ass shit. And it then quickly de-illuminates? I don't know.
Yeah.
The light goes off, and the door slides to the left like a cha-cha slide, and has revealed the next room. You are now able to go into this room.
Fuck yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
So, do you step through into the next room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
This room,
Wait, what happened to his 50 gold? That's fucked up.
fucking gone. You paid the price. This room isn't a room at all. It is a huge cavern, as if you had just entered some kind of underground lair.
Well, here's my thing. I would say that that's technically a kind of room.
Uh-huh.
Well,
most rooms don't have stalagmites
Is it a-
and stalactites, but this one does.
cave
Is it a-
rooms?
Is it a void with
Sure.
That's
stuff in
true.
it?
He's got you there.
It's a big
I mean,
cave room, I guess. Jesus. There are stalagmites and stalactites abound, as well as the occasional drip of water from the rocky ceiling far above your heads. You've all seen a cave in movies before. But despite these geological features, I guess, you barely notice these cliche cave features, because at the center of this room, curled up and asleep on the ground, is a massive black dragon.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew there was a dragon coming. I knew it. It's our first dragon. Our first dragon in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my gosh, this is a dragon in a dungeon?
Yeah, it is.
This is like...
Oh,
This is Dungeons and Dragons now, officially.
We're in the titular room.
We're in the titular room of the whole game. The
Oh
whole
my
game is
God,
made
we
up
did
out of
it.
this room.
So
Well,
our
in that
podcast
case,
is
it is a
over.
room.
This
In
is
that
it.
case, it is a room.
Fuck, I guess you got me there. Okay.
In that case, I take it back. It is a room.
The dragon, though it is asleep, looks sleek, yet extremely powerful. A real fucking muscle car of a creature. And you sense that it might be someone's highly prized possession.
The furry is jumping out.
The natural path through this cavern goes right alongside this creature, the path you need to follow to get to the other side, before leading to a door over there. And Stephanie, even from this distance, with your amazing perception, you can see that this dragon is wearing a collar. It is a golden collar with a spectacularly shiny little name tag dangling from it. And the name tag reads simply, Eleanor.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Nostalgia Network.
Visit thenostalgianetwork.com for more.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Jake.
And we are the band Lousy Advice from the Lousy Advice Podcast.
Come listen as we draft artist and genre-centric best of lists.
With the help of our closest friends.
These lists are canon.
And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
From Misfits to Cher.
Green Day to Gaga.
Or Pup to Paramore.
Listen to the Lousy Advice podcast now, or else.
Stream us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Nostalgia Network, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And don't forget that we are the band Lousy Advice, and this is our podcast, the Lousy Advice Podcast.
The Lousy Advice Podcast?
The Lousy Advice podcast.